to time, there arise among human beings people.
What's up, family? I'm Reggie.
And I'm Elvi.
And this is To Please English, the place where you come to learn about Black American slang and how to use it properly.
Like that.
I was tripping when I saw you. My brother smelled like marijuana. I asked you if it's not a problem.
Elvi, my goodness, why are you so damn resourceful?
I don't know. Cause I'm Elvi.
For real? Is that it? For real? You're Elvi and you're the plug. Like, you're the plug. You should be president and you're resourceful. All things you want in a president.
For real?
For real. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Please English. I'm your host, Reggie, and we also have the lovely
Elvi.
She's here. She's just
I thought
in
you were going to
spirit.
say lovely lady or lovely woman or something. I was waiting for that.
Oh, man. But she is here. She is not here in spirit. She's actually here in the physical
For
form.
real?
For real. Last week we talked about uses or ways to use the word hella. Mm-hmm. This week, we like to talk about the word or phrase for real.
For real.
For real. All right. So one of the things, I don't know if you've ever heard this song. It's by Outkast. And it goes, my singing is going to be real trash. You probably heard it on the last episode. Mm-hmm. But there's a song that's called Miss Jackson. And in the chorus, in the hook, they use for real. So it goes, so it goes, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize 1,000,000,000 times. Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready for the big time. I'm out here. No, so in that song, as you can see, he's apologizing for, if you know the song, he's apologizing for the breakup that he and Miss Jackson, daughter, went through. Mm-hmm. But to let you know that he's really sincere is he used the words for real. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Like, I really didn't. Yeah. I am for real. He's letting her know, like, the main thing is I'm serious about, like, apologize. I'm serious about, like, this heartbreak that is really no one's fault, but I wish that I can mend it. Mm-hmm. But it's for real. It's sincere. Just showing how sincere you are. Also, it can also mean really. Right? Yeah. So, for example, Elvi, I can say to you, hey, Elvi, man, I am so hungry.
For real?
Right. And then in that case, you could substitute that for really. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I'm so hungry. And Elvi goes, for real? Or another way you can use it is as an exclamation, right? So Elvi, I just won $1 million.
For real.
For real. For real. So now that's like, oh my God, for real? So you tell me something that's extraordinary and I'll go from there.
Hey, Reggie.
Yeah, what's up?
I just got elected as the president.
For real? Damn.
For real.
Okay, that's excellent. I knew you could do it. I knew you're a boss lady, so I knew you could do it.
For real.
I know the listeners are probably like, yo,
annoying.
What? You guys are hella annoying right now.
Hella annoying.
So now the other way to use for real is this. Let's say, for example, you think that I'm lying. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I say, yo, Elvi, I wanted to be there, but, I had to wash the cat because this cat, it had like a little fever and I had to wash it.
What?
And then exactly. So you go.
For real?
Yeah. Like for real. Or let's say, let's give an example for you. You give me some weird excuse for something.
Sorry, edgy. Sorry.
That's me. Edgy.
Sorry, Reggie. I can't meet you tonight because my nail's fractured.
I can't stop laughing. But if Elvi said that to me, I'll be like, oh, for real? Like, seriously? That's the other thing. Seriously? Oh, for real? You gonna play me like that? All right. So for real can either be 1, really, 2, extremely, 3, an exclamation like, oh my God, or 4, like, I don't believe you. Now, also, there's another level to for real. There's 2 more levels to for real. Okay.
Yeah.
1 level is an altercation. There might be a fight. Let's say, for example, you're in New York City, right? And you bump into somebody and you don't say, excuse me, or I'm sorry, or acknowledge that you may have made a mistake. Somebody might look at you when you bump into them and go, oh, for real?
So
You know
when
what I
you
mean?
get
Yeah,
into
it's
a
like,
fight.
yeah, you might get into, oh, for real? That's what we doing right now? For real? So in that case, it's a more of an altercation. If that tone, again, it's context. If you hear that tone, oh, for real? Or, oh, for real? That's what we doing. If you hear that tone, if you're in the wrong, just apologize. Just go ahead and apologize. Once you apologize, everything is fine. It's like, you good. But you good, that's a podcast for another day. We'll talk about that. And then finally, this is the kicker. Finally, you've probably heard me say this already. But if you hear, especially if you hear a black person say, for real, or any word twice, it's serious. So we'll take it out of the realm of for real. But if the homie is looking for you and you're like, you're talking to the homie and you're like, bro, I'm in trouble. And they're like, for real? He's like, no, I'm in trouble. That means like, something has gone horribly wrong. If you say for real, also it can be an agreement, right? So if you say Elvi should be president, and I say, oh yeah, for real. I'm agreeing that yes, she should be president. Or it can be like, this is really sincere. It's the utmost, like, for real. So if I say Elvi needs to put out a new album, and then somebody might go, for real. Like, I feel that is something that Elvi needs to do.
So
I concur.
Can I say Reggie? Does that mean I'm also...
That is a don't.
Reggie.
That is a don't. I don't.
That is hella Reggie.
That is hella Reggie. What's up?
No, what's up? That is hella Reggie.
Oh man, I'm not gonna go any further on what that sounds like.
No, we're trying really hard to give our audience some recap. You see, we were making efforts here.
That was brilliant. Thank you for that. Thank you. But yeah, so let's do a recap. So check it. These are ways, the do's and the don'ts, the ways of for real, ways to not use and to use for real. I sound like a Jedi. I sound like Yoda. No, I'm not going to do an impression of Yoda. So these are ways to use for real. So one way you can use for real is to mean like, is that not so really? So for example, oh yeah, I just got back from work. For real? So it's like, oh, like really? Okay. Number 2, another way to use it is like for an exclamation or like surprise. So for example, Elvi, I just won $1 million.
For real?
Yeah. For real? You won $1 million? Wow. Another one we can use is to show the sincerity or to show the truth in it, right? Oh my God, Elvi, when I say to you, I really want you to be president.
For real.
For real. Like for real. So that is sincerity. Okay. Another one is an altercation. Okay. Like what is it? Number 4? We'll say it's number 4.
Number 4.
I can count. So another one would be like an altercation. So for example, Elvi ate the last piece of pizza and I would go, for real, Elvi? You just gonna eat the last piece of pizza? For real? That is like an altercation, right? The 5th one is to show like total, and there's one for agreeing and there's one that's like I'm serious. This is serious. Or I'm really agreeing with you. I'm in everything you're saying, every word you're saying, I totally agree. Yeah. And that's when you go for real, for real. So for example, if we say, hey man, we need to do something to make sure we save this planet. And you can go,
for real, for real.
Exactly. For real, for real. That's how you know it's the utmost of sincerity, or I agree with every syllable you just said. And for real usually goes at the end of whatever sentence. So you don't really need to worry about when you put for real.
Yeah.
You can even put it, sometimes you can put it at the beginning. Okay. So for real at the beginning of the sentence sometimes, and also times at the end of the sentence. But there's usually no time. Don't put it in the middle of the sentence somewhere. It's a little bit weird. So don't put it in the middle of a sentence. Okay. All right. So that's how you use for real. Do you have any other things you want to say, Miss Elvi, the lovely president?
I really like this podcast, for real. I like this podcast.
Let's go. Like, you just coming out with the one-liners and everything that we talked about and learned. Wow, you're just awesome.
I'm a fast learner.
There we go. That's it. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I think if you've been along with this journey for us for this long,
like 3 hours.
3 hours. Next week, we're going to be talking about the word you good, or the words you good, and all the context and ways to use you good. Okay. So hopefully you'll be good. Until next time, this is To English Please.
For real.
Oh, bruh. Sorry. Dang, I did it again.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.